Among the many models produced over the decades, certain Mustangs stand out as truly exceptional. These 9 extraordinary cars represent the very best of what Ford has to offer, each with its unique story and unparalleled appeal. They are not just cars, they are legends, cherished by collectors and admired by enthusiasts globally. Join us as we explore the fascinating history and unmatched allure of these 9 extraordinary Ford Mustangs, celebrating the enduring spirit of an American icon. Number 1. 1965 Shelby Mustang GT350. Alright, let's dive into the world of rare Mustangs. In 1964, Ford introduced the iconic Mustang, but it wasn't quite the powerhouse some buyers craved. Enter Lee Iacocca and Carroll Shelby, who teamed up to create something extraordinary, the Shelby GT350. With a tight deadline, Shelby's crew worked tirelessly to transform 110 Wimbledon white fastbacks into street-legal racers. The GT350 street version, priced at $4,547, packed a punch with 306 horsepower and a lightweight body. Only 521 production models were built before the 1966 model took over. One standout GT350, chassis number 5S195, started as a privateer race car competing in SCCA events across the southern US. Ford later acquired and restored it, showcasing it in their Racing Heritage Tour and at the Henry Ford Museum. This beauty even graced the cover of the Shelby American in 2009. Now let's talk about the GT350R. In 1965, Shelby built just 34 of these race-ready beasts to rival the Corvette. With the hopped-up 289 Ci V8 producing 350 horsepower and a slew of weight-saving mods, the GT350R could blast from 0 to 60 in just 5 seconds. One of the 2 prototypes recently sold at auction for a staggering $3.85 million. Talk about a rare find. Number 2. 1967 Indy Pacesetter Mustang. When Chevy introduced the Camaro and snagged the Indy 500 pace car gig, Ford wasn't about to just sit back and watch. They fired back with the Indy Pacesetter Mustang, celebrating the incredible milestone of 1.2 million units sold in just 2 years. This beauty is one of only 324 produced, making it a true collector's item. Under the hood, you'll find a 289 Ci engine with a 2-barrel carburetor, mated to a Cruise-O-Matic transmission. The exterior is draped in mostly original Wimbledon white paint, while the interior features a stunning 2-tone blue scheme. The Indy Pacesetter wasn't just about looks though. It came equipped with power steering, power drum brakes, a clock, AM radio, heat, and defrost. With just over 43,000 believed original miles, this 2 family-owned car is a gem of Mustang history. What sets the Indy Pacesetter apart are its unique features, like the louvered hood, rocker panel moldings, reflective blue side stripes, and rear panel grille insert. Inside, you'll find a chrome Sprint air cleaner lid and a pop-open gas cap. And let's not forget about those full wheel covers that add a touch of elegance. If you're a Colorado resident in a county requiring emissions, just a heads up that this beauty needs to be registered as a collector car. But with a Mustang this rare and stunning, it's a small price to pay to own a piece of automotive history. Number 3. 1967 Ford Shelby GT500 Super Snake. The 1967 Ford Shelby GT500 Super Snake is a rare and powerful Mustang with an intriguing history. Originally built for Goodyear tire testing, the one-of-a-kind Super Snake was later sold and nearly lost to time. In 2017, a continuation series of 10 cars was created, each priced at $249,995. These continuation Super Snakes pack a 550 horsepower 427 Ci big block engine, 4-speed transmission, heavy-duty front disc brakes, Detroit locker rear end, traction bars, and Goodyear Thunderbolt tires. The original Super Snake, equipped with a 427 Ci engine from a GT40 race car, hit 170 miles per hour during testing and sold for $1.3 million at auction years later. The continuation models stay true to the original, but feature modern tweaks for better drivability. The all-aluminum 427 FE engine is lighter and runs on pump gas. The 4-speed top loader and 9-inch rear end remain, with a street-friendly 3.5 gear ratio. Distinguishing features include 15-inch tires on Shelby Maxstar wheels and a polished grille. Driving the Super Snake is a thrilling experience. The big block engine roars to life and the clutch is surprisingly light. The steering is responsive and the car feels solid and well built. On the road, it delivers power at every turn, with the tires burning through third gear. Despite some wheel hop, the car is quick and impressively drivable. Number 4. 1967 Ford Shelby GT500 Convertible. In 1966, Carroll Shelby had an ambitious vision for the 1967 Shelby GT500. His plan included offering the powerful 428 cubic inch FE series engine alongside a proven 289 Ci engine, augmenting the car's body with fiberglass components for a race-inspired stance, and introducing coupe and convertible body styles as mid-year models. Orders began in August 1966 with a mix of GT350 and GT500 fastbacks, as well as a single GT500 coupe and convertible. However, the operation faced numerous challenges, including fitment issues, quality control problems, and supply chain disruptions. Ford intervened, with Dr. Ray Geddes taking over operations and Fred Goodell assuming the role of chief engineer. A.O. Smith Plastics was brought in to address the fiberglass component issues. In November 1966, the first big block GT500 cars were completed, including the sole GT500 convertible. Though initially claimed by Carroll Shelby as his personal driver, interviews suggest it was driven by an executive office employee. Persistent quality issues led to the cancellation of the planned 1967 convertibles, making 0139 the only GT500 convertible ever built for that year. Shelby's aggressive expansion plans proved overwhelming, leading to the termination of the California-based Shelby program in April 1967. Before the program's end, Shelby American updated 2 cars, including the convertible, with redesigned components for advertising purposes. In August 1967, Shelby American's assets, including the engineering cars, were shipped to Ford's headquarters in Dearborn, MI. The GT500 convertible was eventually sold off after serving promotional duties. Years later, Jason Billups was entrusted with its concourse-level restoration, returning it to its original 1967 Shelby styling and upgrades. Too many details? Let's go through it again. In a nutshell, Mr. Shelby wanted to make a special fast car called the GT500. He wanted it to have a big engine and be a cool convertible too, but he had lots of problems making the car. A big company called Ford helped him, but they could only make one convertible GT500. Then they stopped making the car. Later, a nice man named Jason fixed the one convertible GT500 to make it like new again. Today, the 1967 Shelby GT500 convertible, or 0139, stands as one of the rarest and most coveted Mustangs ever made. Its unique history and meticulous restoration make it a true testament to Carroll Shelby's innovative spirit and the enduring legacy of his extraordinary creations. Number 5. 1968 Ford Mustang California Special. In response to new pony car competition, Ford introduced the limited edition Mustang GT-CS with the marketing theme "California Made It Happen." This was a nod to California's significant contributions to Mustang sales, accounting for 20% nationwide. Lee Gray, Southern California District Sales Manager, sought a unique model to boost Los Angeles sales. The GT-CS was designed to appear custom-made, setting it apart from standard models. The Mustang GT-CS featured Machschall or Lucas fog lights, hood pins, side scoops, a pop-open gas cap, and a rear spoiler deck lid with end caps and 1965 Thunderbird taillights. It included side stripes and a rear deck lid stripe with the GT-CS logo, available in white, black, red, or metallic blue. Offered in all standard 1968 Mustang colors and most engine transmission combinations, the majority had a 289 2V carburetor with C4 automatic. Regular production options were available, excluding those conflicting with the GT-CS package. Notably, the GT in GT-CS did not indicate the GT Performance package. At the 1967 Los Angeles Coliseum Ford preview, Lee Gray saw the Shelby GT500 prototype Little Red and was inspired to create a California-only Mustang. After meeting with Lee Iacocca, the car was developed into the limited edition GT-CS. Long thought crushed, Little Red was rediscovered in 2018 and is set to be restored. Number 6. 1969 Boss 429 Mustang. The Boss 429, produced in limited numbers from 1969 to 1970, was created to homologate Ford's new 429 V8 for NASCAR and offer a big block alternative to the Boss 302. Ford chose the Mustang as the platform to meet NASCAR's requirement of selling 500 cars to the public with this engine. The engine featured 4-bolt main caps, 4 steel crank and rods, and aluminum cylinder heads with semi-hemispherical crescent combustion chambers. It used a dry deck design for improved cooling and sealing. The engine came with a 735 CFM Holley 4-barrel carburetor and an aluminum intake manifold. The 1969 models had hydraulic lifters, while 1970 models switched to solid lifters. To fit the engine, Ford contracted Carcraft to modify 4-speed Cobra Jet Mustangs. In 1969, Ford produced 859 Boss 429s, including 2 Cougars, all with black interiors and 1 of 5 colors. The large fictional hood scoop matched the car's color, making it the biggest ever on a production Mustang. This scoop continued into 1970 but with painted black. Number 7. 1970 Ford Mustang Mach 1 Twister Special. In 1970, Ford unveiled the iconic Mustang Mach 1. Among these, 96 received special treatment, becoming highly coveted. As the Mustang's popularity soared in the late 1960s, Ford's Special Promotions division offered limited editions, including regional specials like the High Country, Ski Country, Cardinal Edition, and California Special. In late 1969, Detroit-based real estate developer Lawrence Larry Lopatin approached Ford to buy a series of highly optioned Mach 1s and Mustang convertibles for use as pace cars and promotional vehicles at various racetracks managed by his American Raceways Incorporated, or ARI. However, due to ARI's financial struggles, the contract was terminated and the project was redirected to the Kansas City District Sales Officer, or DSO 53, which had requested territorial specials. In 1970, 96 Mustang Mach 1s, 90 Torino Cobras, and a few Rancheros became Twister Specials for Ford's Kansas City District. Key features of the Mach 1 Twister Specials included relocated headlights within the grille, Fox fender intakes, a unique front grille, redesigned taillights, twist-style hood pins, and a shaker hood scoop on certain models. Initially, all 96 Mach 1 Twister Specials were to feature the 428 Ci Super Cobra jet engine, 335 horsepower, and 440 pound-feet of torque. Due to production limits, only 48 received it, while the other 48 got the 351 Ci Cleveland engine, 300 horsepower, 385 pound-feet of torque. Half of each engine group came with a C6 3-speed automatic, and the other half with a 4-speed manual. All 96 Twister Specials were painted grabber orange with black stripes and tornado decals. They featured a deluxe black interior and performance upgrades like power steering, power brakes, drag pack suspension, and a traction lock differential. Unveiled in November 1969, they are highly sought after today, with restored examples fetching up to $214,500. Ford revived the Twister Special in 1985 and 2008. Number 8. 1972 Ford Mustang Sprint Edition. During 1972, Ford introduced a special eye-catching red, white, and blue color styling package for the Mustang, Pinto, and Maverick. This bold package, known as the Sprint Decor Option Group, featured USA Shield decals to commemorate the 1972 Olympic team. The Sprint promotion celebrated both the Summer Olympic Games in Munich, Germany, and the Winter Olympic Games in Sapporo, Japan. Ford's USA Sprint cars were designed to promote our Olympic team achievements in this double Olympic year. The Sprint Decor option was available between March and June of 1972. Ford's Olympic Sprint Salute aimed to add mid-year flash to their advertising campaign and attract more customers to their dealership showrooms. The 1972 Mustang Sprint promotion was a limited edition, with only 9,383 sport roofs, coupes, and convertibles produced. These cars featured the distinctive red, white, and blue color styling. A similar version with the maple leaf shield was available for Canadian sales. One of the most notable events involving the Mustang Sprint was the 1972 Cherry Blossom Festival in Washington, D.C. Only 50 Mustang Sprint convertibles were produced specifically for this parade, held in April 1972. These 50 convertibles represented the U.S. states and territories, making them truly unique. Mustang Sprint owners considered these cars to be among the most beautiful and rare Mustangs of the 1971 to 73 Superstang years. The goal of the Mustang Sprint owner registry is to promote these vehicles by providing a reference source for Sprint history and production information. The registry also serves as a resource for Sprint ownership and restoration details. The purpose of the Sprint Owner Registry is to collect and display vehicle data on all Olympic Mustang Sprint cars. This includes VINs, data plates, ownership history, and vehicle comments. The registered vehicle information shared will help promote each of these beautiful cars to potential 70s muscle car buyers and enthusiasts. Number 9. 1993 Ford SVT Mustang Cobra. Am I the only one who can't help but feel that this is a Skyline R32 with extra steps? Often simply referred to as the SVT Cobra or Cobra, it was a high-performance pony car manufactured by Ford's Special Vehicle Team or SVT division from 1993 to 2004. This model was the top-tier variant of the Ford Mustang, surpassing the GT and Mach 1 models in performance and prestige. Throughout its production, the SVT Cobra was celebrated for its exceptional capabilities, and on 3 occasions, Ford released the exclusive SVT Cobra R, a race-ready street-legal version produced in limited quantities. The 1993 Ford Mustang SVT Cobra debuted at the 1992 Chicago Auto Show as the inaugural vehicle from Ford's new SVT division. It showcased SVT's focus on performance, substance, exclusivity, and value, with an exterior similar to the GT model but featuring distinct differences. The 1993 SVT Cobra enhanced the GT's short block with GT40 high-flow cylinder heads, a unique intake manifold, and a custom camshaft. It featured larger fuel injectors, a bigger MAF meter, and throttle body, along with smaller accessory pulleys to increase power. The exhaust system was upgraded with lower restriction mufflers and straight tailpipes. These modifications combined to elevate the Cobra's performance above the GT model. If you made it to the end of the video, we invite you to share your thoughts and engage in the conversation. Which of these remarkable Mustangs resonates with you the most? Are there any other Mustang models you believe should have made it to this list? We'd love to know your perspective on what makes these cars so special. Keep your eyes on the road, hands on the wheel, and stay dangerous.